Hello. If you've been watching my gardening videos recently, you'll already know that I've been clearing this whole area at the front of the cottage to install a formal boxwood parterre. And I've inherited the not insignificant problem of moving this beautiful but incredibly heavy trough. It literally must weigh half a ton, and there is no way that I'm going to move that on my own without the appliance of science. And I've been racking my brains for ideas on how I can move this huge object. But then I had a brainwave and I thought about Stonehenge and the pyramids and how those people used to move massive objects like this without any of our modern technology. So, using a system of rollers which I've made out of a huge conifer that I've just cut down, and levers, I intend getting this around the side of the cottage. Now the first thing I'm going to try and do is rotate it onto its side into this position back here. And my thought is, if I can get it onto its side there, I can get something under it, maybe a track of some description, and I can roll it back onto the track. And if I can get these logs underneath it as rollers, I'll be able to push it with a lever in that direction slightly more easily. Let's see how we get on. Now, as I've already said, I'm not going to be able to lift that. So let's apply some science. Let's go back to O-level physics and use levers. I shall put those there. I shall get a plank. The idea of a lever, of course, is the longer it is, the more power you can exert at the end of it. So let's get a lever underneath it. And as you can see, that's moved relatively easy. And I'm surprised because I know from experience that that weighs a lot. I'm just going to put something underneath it. Really important at this stage not to get your fingers or any parts of your anatomy underneath this object, because if something goes wrong and it falls down, you could be trapped there forever. At some point, I get it to a position where its centre of gravity will be vertical, and a little nudge will help it to topple in that direction, but we're not there yet. I know I'm not there, and I'm not even going to try it. Right, that's still easy to hold up. Let's get some of these planks in position. These will be the tracks along which I shall roll it. If I can get that on there, with a gap between it, on 2 or 3 rollers, I'll be able to use another lever between the 2 planks to push it inch by inch in that direction. And if it's now on 2 planks, the friction is too great for it to budge. So I need to get something underneath it that will reduce the friction. So, again, it's going to be a question of levers. I shall put that there. I shall get my roller at the ready. And put my plank in. Lift. Again, keeping my fingers well out of the way. And the top end of that is now on a roller. The heavy trough, the roller, the track. This will act as a wheel. Not a very efficient wheel, but much more efficient than the friction of this stone against this wood. I need another roller at this end, and I will need another one there for it to roll onto as it progresses along the track. Let's put our fulcrum in. That's what I call a fulcrum, because that's the point over which it pivots. And that can go in there like that. Let's see if this is sufficient enough of a lever to lift it. Just about, with my weight, and I'm not straining myself, with my weight on it, I can just about lift that. And hopefully I'll get one of these smaller rollers. Now, these rollers have come from a conifer, which fortunately produce lovely straight branches. I've clipped a lot of the excess branches off it, and I've also used my grubbing hoe just to smooth the sides off, because any chunk which sticks out. We'll stop it from rolling efficiently. That is now going under the bottom end of the trough. Let's do it. So we're doing well so far. We can't have been at this job very long and we're already making great progress. A lot of the progress was in my head as I thought about it in advance. We've got a roller at about this position here and a roller here now. If I start rolling that forwards in this direction, it's going to fall off that roller. So I'd like to get another roller at some point in the middle. When you're doing a job like this, you're learning all the time, and all that experience feeds into future projects. And that's what I love about gardening. It's not just about plants and soil and the earth. It's about thinking about solutions to problems. So there you go, the appliance of science. And I borrowed a few ideas from the Druids and the Egyptians. I used some tracks to reduce the friction. I fashioned some rollers out of the conifer I've just cut down in the garden. And I used levers and pivots to slowly but surely, inch by inch, move this incredibly beautiful but very heavy trough into its new home, all ready to become an alpine garden. Hope you've enjoyed that. Please do like it because it helped me get the video promoted on YouTube, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, and comment below because it's always nice to hear from you, and I'll see you soon for my next video.